Today's talk is about law of attractions, and law of attractions as a religious from Jew. Does that affect us? Do we use it? What part of it do we use? Do we use all of it? Now, one of the first things we have to understand is that for law of attractions, it's like a magnet. It draws things in, or in the other case, what we don't want, we can repel. So that means in order to have law of attractions work, we have to make ourselves like a vessel willing to be open to receiving the law of attraction, the goodness, the abundance, the health, the wealth, the relationships. So there's three parts we're going to cover in this today that can help improve your law of attractions to gain what you want. And at the end, we'll cover some solutions. Now, the first one is when we think of a vessel, we think of a physical vessel, but there's also our thoughts. Our thoughts are waves of energy. So if we're wanting to bring a law of attraction, attraction means bringing in. How are we going to bring it in if we're sending out bad signals? I can't do this, it's too hard, it's too difficult, it's impossible. But if we slow down and think, because what is our subconscious overriding mind telling us? Because majority of our thoughts are driven by our subconscious. I've heard up to 95% of our day's thoughts are driven by our subconscious. So they're old habits. So if we want to bring something new, if we don't want the same thing happening over and over again, we want to bring something new into our life, we have to slow it down, our thoughts, and think the thoughts we want. So then we can allow that vessel to be filled up with the thoughts we'd like. It takes time and it takes practice. Now the other one is, as I said, is our energy. If we're high revving, we're giving out energy that go away. Not just to other people, to ourselves, we're pushing ourselves away. It's too difficult, it's too hard, no, I can never do it, it's not possible. How can we attract anything into our life when we say it's too hard, it's too difficult? More of attractions, it's going to bring it back in. Same thing, we're sending it to the universe, we're sending it to God. God, I don't think you can do it. What do you mean you can't do it? Do we know that? Is it certainty, 100%? So at least if we're open, we can now allow it to come in. We can allow what we do want into our life. Now, the vital part is we talk about law of attractions, our thoughts, our energy, but it has to be all related to our heart. It has to be settled inside of us. The emotional portion of it needs to be calm and settled so we can allow it to come in. Otherwise, remember, majority of our thoughts, our subconscious, 95% are driven by that during the day. If it's an old habit that you're scared and feared and unworthy of it, how can we let it come in? Now, it might be the same physical. I enjoy doing yoga a lot. And sometimes it's like, oh, I can't do this. What do you mean I can't do this? Do I know that for a fact? No. So I have to take my deep breaths, open myself up, and just try. And majority of the time, when my heart and mind is open to seeing what I can do, I almost shock myself how much more I can do, how much more I can be open to it. There can be that in many, many examples that have happened in my life. We can just be open. See, the thing is to be that vessel, like open to receiving, a big tower to receive all this good ones. In other words, like a big satellite dish, a massive satellite dish that can receive the signals to come in, and we can refine them as a vessel and bring them in so we can receive it. But if there's no satellite dish there, then we can't receive anything. We're just going to keep giving out what we don't want and just hope that it's going to happen. But the more that we can refine it, the more we can grow with it, the more we can bring it into calmness. So the key is the calmness takes us out of the subconscious mind, the old habit, and into the conscious mind to allow us to now think and do and act and feel that we do want. It's so much more enjoyable, and also it's far more productive. Law of attractions, there's one very, very amazing part of it. And what is that? Being thankful. What are we giving out? Thankfulness. We're making people feel good around us. Not just making them feel good, by thanking somebody, our mindset and our energy and our heart is wanting to give. That really, really helps us. They've actually shown by changing that, it can change your whole life, can change the environment around us just by being healthy. Now, there was a story that I heard many years ago. This man used to go off to a certain place in the forest and picked on one particular tree. He used to go there and complain to it, constantly complain to it. And guess what? One day it died. It couldn't take the complaining anymore. They've done many tests. If people sing nicely, behave nicely, all these things around different plants, how their growths change. So it shows you that our energy, our emotions, and our thoughts can change the environment around us. So if that's what we're giving out, imagine what the vessel itself is going to be like. if we're feeling calm, feeling very thankful, every little thing that we have. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you. As always, the main focus of this channel is being present, being focused, being open, letting go, and just being positive. I appreciate you just staying to the end. If you're already subscribed, I appreciate it a lot. If not, please hit the subscribe button, then we can share more with you. Thank you very much.